Hello everybody and welcome to Fruits Basket Season 2 Episode 6 Anime Review, and this was definitely an episode where stuff happened. I think that is a fair thing to say. We got to the beginning of the beach arc, which I've told is a massive arc, so there's that. But even just this episode alone, there's at least a couple things. There was one big thing that made me go like, what? That's crazy! And you probably know which one I'm talking about. And there was some other nice stuff. There was some nice stuff in there too with the others. I like that this show's got so many good characters. It's very nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Really curious to see what's going to happen, because I'm predicting, I'm hedging my bets that somehow all of the Zodiacs, or at very least most of them are already there. Most of them are going to end up in the beach house, and there's going to be something's going to happen. I'm not going to say no more than that, but I've got a feeling something probably bad or maybe good. Although this is like the middle of the story, so we need something really bad to happen first. Just story progression. That's kind of the way it's going to go. Anyway, let's get into the episode, see how it all went down and everything. Let's do this. There's a storm happening in the town, and that's not good for Kyo. Completely forgot about this till like later on with the Yuki bit. Yeah, Kyo's sick at this part, or, tired because it's storming. Forgot that was a thing. But yeah, no, that's not important. Hey, Momoji shows up. Also, Shigure was like really weird. He was like, they're coming, like aliens or whatever. But no, it's just Momoji. Drops the bomb that, hey, tomorrow we're all going to a summer vacation beach house thing. You should come, Toru. And Toru's like, but I don't want it. Or, not I don't want it, but, do I deserve to come? And I'm like, shut up, Toru. You're the best. Of course you deserve to go. Yuki's there too. Momoji's already invited most people. Like, I don't have much more to add on that. He's invited practically all the other Zodiacs, which, considering before this they didn't seem to all get on that well, that's a good thing. Not all of them show up this week. I assume some of them are going to be joining later, like Kagura didn't show up in this week's episode. So, yeah, crazy things there. A lot of people are coming. Then we have this funny little scene with Kisa and Hiro. Hiro's like, basically like, don't even want to go. And Kisa's like, I want to go. And he's like, okay, we'll go. Just like that. Snap decision. All right, she wants to go, I'm in. Which is pretty funny. Then, they're going to go. Good stuff. Toru hasn't done any homework. I feel you, Toru. I was a bad student, as I probably mentioned a few times. Didn't do homework. Wasn't because I couldn't do it. Most of the time, it was mostly because I just couldn't be bothered, which is not a good attitude to have. Kids, do your homework. It's a lot less hassle than having to stay in detention all the time. Unless it's raining, in which case get detention so you're not out in the rain. That's bad advice, don't follow it. They go help Yuki, and I guess Momoji helps Toru as well. Not really though, he goes to bother Kyo and tell him about the trip. And then he says like, Kyo, you've got a nicer. And I'm like, mate, he just hit you in the head. He like literally about 10 seconds ago, he punched you in the head. But that's nicer, apparently, to be fair, for Kyo. Early Kyo was a real punch first, ask questions later, so maybe he is right. Yuki, then finally, this is weird that this thing feels like a little bit of an afterthought. The hat, right? Yuki finally talks to Toru about the hat. Toru talks about it, why she kept it and everything. Yuki's about to reveal, hey, that was my hat. I must have given it to you. But then Momoji interrupts and is like, hey, beaches and the crab beetles and other things. Crab beetles? Whatever beetles, I've forgotten what they said. And yeah, so he doesn't actually get to say he was the one with the hat. But because they've teased it, I've got a feeling that's something that's going to come up probably at the beach house, I would imagine. That's just the sense I get. Shigure is going to meet them there. We sees them off and everything the next morning. Bye guys, have fun. And then Rin was spying on them. Remember her from Haru's ex, I guess. Yeah, she showed up, and bloody hell, what do we say about this? She goes to talk to Shigure, and oh my god, is it what it looks like? Is it what it looks like? Because we know what it looks like. I'm not gonna, we know what it looks like. Which, I was talking last week about the gap between Uo and the other guy, whose name I've forgotten, the age gap. Don't know how old these two are, but still, it's kind of weird, I would presume it's similar, if not maybe a bit more. So this is kind of weird. Didn't see it coming. Is this the real reason that she got rid of Haru? In which case, like, I'm liking Shigure less and less. Maybe that's the wrong word. I'm trusting Shigure less and less the further we go on. Like, there's a bit later on in this week's episode where I'm just so conflicted because he did a good thing and a bad thing in the space of about 10 seconds. And he's a really interesting character because I just don't really know what to think of him. Like, all the others are pretty, yeah, they're good. They've got their problems, but they're pretty good overall. But man, Shigure, did Shigure and Rin do the thing? That's the question. Were they doing, you know, the thing? Which, you know, if you didn't know, I'm not saying it. YouTube doesn't really like it when you say it. They promote your video less, which is why I'm not saying it. But you know. Let's not worry about that hard-hitting stuff, because right now, we've got everyone's favourite type of episode. I should get an alarm or something for it. It's a beach episode, hells yeah. Toru in a swimsuit. She was the, well no, Kisa was there, but she was the only slightly older girl. Kisa's a child is basically what I'm trying to get at this, so you should feel bad. But yeah, no, swimsuit episode, everyone, the lads are in their swimsuits too, the lads, that's what we'll call them. The first opening bit, it's just I was going to say your bog standard swimsuit episode. It was just some nice, fun, good guy Kyo jumped on a rock out of literally nowhere. Like, he jumped from the ocean side onto the rock. It was very impressive. Not sure how he did it, but it was cool. Threw her in a tube and then jumped in the water with all his clothes on. It's like, Kyo, that's not how you do it. You got to take your clothes off first, my man. But no, they're all basically hanging out. A race kicks off at one point because Yuki wanted to have fun, and Kyo can't, you know, he's not going to not race Yuki. Are you crazy? That's just what he does. While that's all going on, there is a brief flashback from Yuki of Akito saying some proper dark stuff. Like, don't delude yourself into thinking, I forgot exactly what he said. Basically, you have no hope is the gist of it. And more of that comes on later. I reckon that that flashback's going to be a big old part of the stuff coming up because of what happened a bit later on. But yeah, they all hang out. Yuki, unfortunately the race, we didn't get to actually see it. It happened off screen, which is fine. But yeah, I kind of wanted to see it myself personally. I think it would have been kind of cool. Yuki won, we find out, and Kyo went to go sulk. That's the important thing. Toru dropped a little pocketbook with her mum's picture in it, and Hiro picked it up again. And then Hiro just did a little thing. I'm censoring myself. But I was like, damn it, Hiro, you're such a little rebellious, not even a teenager, almost pre-teen. I was there. I was like that once, just a big pain in the ass, and that's what Hiro is right now. Basically calls Toru, like, you're on a mum complex, you're always on about your mum. Does he know her mum's dead? Like, is that a thing that he was told? I can't actually remember. He must know, right? He's not an idiot. I can't remember, you know. I forget his episode if he was told that her mum's dead. But if he was, he's a bad kid. He should feel bad, and to be fair, he did feel bad. Sad Toru leaves, but then she does the old hee, like to try and laugh it off, which, yeah. And then Kisa, she leaves. Kisa tells Hiro off, and fair on you, Kisa. You know, you tell him. You're not gonna let him get his own way. Kisa, at the end of her little tirade against him, which he deserved, says, hey, did you only come to upset Toru? Something like that. And I'm like, I mean, it's not like he dislikes Toru, it's just he's a jealous little kid. Like, I do feel bad. Like, the difference between him and then someone like Akito, like later on as well, Akito's an asshole in just about every way. Hiro is like a rebellious kid who doesn't understand much, and he lashes out, but then he feels bad. The feeling bad is the crucial bit. Akito doesn't feel bad. Hiro does. But yeah, then he thinks for a bit, and then he decides, he's like, oh yeah, you know what, maybe she does also, you know, I have things that only I understand, maybe she's got the same thing. You know, he eventually has a little think about it. Doesn't apologise in this episode though, which is, you know, something he definitely should have done. Idiot Hiro. That's a bit mean. But no, at least he's got a little bit of understanding about, I guess, not similar experience, but like, he empathizes. That's a good word. He empathizes with Toru. So at dinner, the others noticed, hey, the kids were there was something definitely off about them, right? And they're like, should we do something? Nah, they'll sort it out. Is basically what they decided. Hiro goes to apologize, or was it Kisa that went to? No, Hiro went to apologize and Kisa got face-doored. Or did I get that the wrong way round? No, Kisa went to apologize. Whoever, Kisa ended up getting face-doored. That's the crucial bit by accident, which cut through the tension like a knife because it was pretty funny and I didn't see it coming because it was so tense. Yeah, they make up and apologize and everything. It's good. It's nice. I hope they have a happy life together and that Akito doesn't ruin it. Again, is what I'm going to say. They apologies all around. Then we see some more sad Toru really trying to keep it together by herself, which is, you know the feeling, right? When you really try not to cry, and it's like, that was that. Felt bad. Felt really bad for Toru there. Felt really bad. I always feel bad for her. But then the next morning, hey, stag beetles and happy Toru, and it's really off-putting. Normally I'm fully on board with happy Toru, but this was like, they did it in a way where we could tell she was putting it on. Like, not only did the characters pretty much tell, Kyo especially were like, what did you do, Hiro? There's something wrong with her. Fix it, you know? But no, we could also tell, hey, Toru's too happy. Like, she's just Toru happy, and then she was like up here. She's too happy. And it was creepy, but it was a good way of doing it. It's a hard thing to do, like a subtle thing like that, I think. So I think that was a good thing. Then, after all that, yeah, Kyo tells off Hiro and says sort it out because he noticed something was up as well. Presume Yuki and that also noticed but didn't say anything because, you know, they said they weren't gonna. Shigure. We'll go back to Shigure, who, this whole sequence of events, not too much really got done. Akito's an arsehole, right? He's like, I'm sick, go get Hatori, he lives for me, he should do everything I say, yada yada yada. And I'm like, Akito, I hate you. I really do. I'm trying. He's going to have a change of heart. Like, I feel like that is a thing that is going to happen. But still, I don't like him. I really don't like him. But yeah, Shigure tells Akito he's off to vacay and everything. And Akito gets annoyed. He's like, all these damn kids in their vacay. I'm going to go flipping teach them a lesson. And then Shigure's like, alright, why don't you come with? And it's like, Shigure? What are you doing? You're ruining everything, Shigure. So Shigure is going to go eventually to the place too. I assume he's going to bring Akito, and Rin will probably follow, I'm assuming, because she's thirsty or something, I don't know. Akito's going to... Well, we already know he doesn't really like Toru. Yuki later on... No, we'll save that for later on. I'll talk about it then. But yeah, but also, so like here I'm thinking, oh, Shigure's up to something. He's doing something to, you know, it's going to disrupt the others. That's a bad thing. But then while he was doing this, outside, Hatori was talking to a woman. Don't know which one it was, if it was the same one as previous or a friend or whatever. But he was with a woman, and when Akito stood up to not even try and get a better look, but so where we could see it, Shigure shut the door so he wouldn't see. And that's a good thing because he's helping out Hatori and not get caught by Akito. So I don't know what to make of you, Shigure. You're a complicated individual. I think we'll leave it at that. I don't really know what else to say about that bit. Yeah. So also Shigure smirked as well. His evil smirk is he's got that on point. Last section, Yuki's got a fever and everything, and because he's got a fever, he's, I guess, liable to say things he might not otherwise say. First off, he starts playing with Toru's hair. She doesn't look too fussed. She's just a bit confused, like, why are you playing with my hair, you weirdo? And then he says, one day I'll have something to tell you, whether that be the hat thing, or if he's just speaking to Akito, but not actually to Akito, who knows. And then he's like, based on the things Akito said in the flashback earlier, he was like, no, Akito, you were wrong. I do have future. I do have hope right here. So this is obviously going to come into play later on when Akito actually shows up. Will Yuki be able to stand his ground when Akito is literally right there? It's all well and good him saying it now, but in the moment, will he be able to? Or will he freeze up? Or will he freeze up and then with the power of friendship, with all the others around him, he'll be like, no, Akito, you're wrong. I have my friends. I have Toru. I even have Kyo. Are we friends? Who knows at this point? But I don't stand for you and you're bad everything. Because that's what you are. And then he says something about opening the lid. And I'm like, this is probably a metaphor, opening the lid. But another part of me is just like, what if there's an actual lid somewhere that he's got to open? Like with the code to I don't know, something in it, you know? I'm pretty sure it's a metaphor though. Like, because he keeps himself kind of subdued, maybe he's going to open the lid and explode and shout at Akito or something. That would be kind of cool. Really want to see Mad Yuki. Specifically Mad Yuki at Akito. Because, I mean, he deserves it. I'm really curious to see the reasoning, because I know it's coming at some point. I think everything is going to come to a head at some point at this beach house. Hopefully nobody drowns, because that would be a bit, you know, that would be a big hold the brakes, you know. Hopefully, yeah, I'm curious to see what happens. Hopefully Akito doesn't do anything bad to Toru or Kisa again, or I do want to see Hiro protect Kisa though. Maybe do that. Maybe have Hiro like back off Akito, you know. I will protect her with my life. And that would be a cool thing. If Rin's going to show up with Shigure and Haru's there, what they could do with that? There's a lot of stuff they could do. And the more I think about it, the more worried / excited I am. Worried for the characters, excited to watch it because it'll be very entertaining. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. Thank you very much. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.